Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Let's talk about it. Man, I can't even make this up, man. I'm Jay Walk coming in here. I cannot. Let me grease. I don't even know what to say, man. I really, I don't even know what to say. Man, come on in, everybody. This is, I mean, this is unbelievable. This is not even unbelievable. This is unbelievable. I don't even know what to say. Let me greet some of these people, man. I mean, where do we begin? Where do we start? I don't even know. I don't even know if we're gonna be in the top 10 anymore. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I just don't know. Let me get to some of these comments, man. Hey, thank God for the win. Hey, thank God we got the win. Thank God for whoever that was that made the last tackle, Mason Cobb. It's so many storylines in this game until I don't even know, man. I mean, the first half we were absolutely lost in the sauce. And then it looked like we were tightening things up. And then we got back lost in the sauce. Man, I don't even, whoo, man. You talking about my level of stress right now, my blood pressure. Let me get to some of these cars. Sorry, Jay. Hey, my man, listen. Hey, I share this with you right now. We are all frustrated. I have no idea what I watched. Here's the crazy thing about this whole thing. Let me tell you how crazy this is. And Notre Dame, I don't even want to forget all that. I don't even want. The crazy thing is, we got better players, but we look worse this year. Can somebody explain that to me? Like, and I'm not talking about worse from a player standpoint, but I'm talking about worse from just schematics, worse from just um, chemistry. The chemistry just doesn't appear to be there right now. I don't know what it is. Offensively, defensively, man, I don't even. Yeah, thank God we 6-0, man. Praise the Lord, we are 6-0. But the chemistry, man, it's just unbelievable. USCJ, yes. We need to win this type. Yeah, we need to win. But man, it just I don't know what it is. It just seems like something is off, and I mean something is off overall from the whole team perspective. In my opinion, the team just doesn't seem like they are together right now, and I don't understand it. I mean, it's just it is the strangest thing, man. You guys can hit me in these comments, man. We're gonna get to these. We are playing the best players. I don't even know. Mason Cobb had the last tackle. Absolutely. So where do we want to start, man? How we came out there playing, it was very frustrating. It looks like they came out with a quick 17-0 lead, and it looked like we were completely lost in the sauce. But here's the thing, man. I want to talk about when we down like that, and when you say facing a team that has seven, they were essentially playing. They were playing what cover? They were playing seven DBs and running the zone, and if the receiver's not going to be open, we got to make the run. We got to run the ball, man. We got to, and then it's some open lanes that I've seen that Caleb could have had at times, man. But for whatever reason, man, even on that last in the overtime, it looked like he had all types of field, open lanes, but it just looked like I don't know. Um, Until the last couple of plays, man, it looks like we had it. We are missing Zach. Yeah, we missing Zach. We missing more than Zach. We missing Zach. We missing a lot right now. We missing some coaching. Right now, the coaching is just not. It's just not. I don't know what's going on right now. And I'm saying that. And I'm being honest with you about this. I'm saying from both sides of the ball right now, it just does not seem like uh, it, things are in sync. I don't know what it is. I don't even know how to describe it. Offensively, it just didn't seem like we were in sync. Do you realize that we had no real big explosive plays in the pass game? No real big explosive plays. And then on the defensive side of the ball, I mean, here's J Walk. Big J, what's up, man?
Man, I can't even call it, man.
Man, talk about it, man. I mean, what did you see out there? I don't even know what I see, but I mean, it was unbelievable, man. What'd you see out there?
What's up, everybody? Woo, man. Like, I'm not even, I'm not even frustrated. I'm just more confused. I'm not frustrated. I'm confused at like some of the collective decisions.
It's a coach. I'm putting this all on both sides of the coaching, man. I mean, you gotta be able to recognize when these guys have seven DBs, man.
Yeah.
And the ball is not, you're trying to get the ball out, you're trying to force the ball in, and there's no running. I'm seeing open lanes, man. I don't know if Caleb is scared to run it. I don't know what
No,
it is.
no, Caleb knows it's a long season, man. He does. He
So you
knows.
think he's trying to, I mean,
But he ran it when he needed to.
when
You
he
know.
needed to, but I mean, we could have easily lost that game.
Um. Yeah, but guess what? What sounds better than 5-0?
Man, that's a shaky
No.
6-0 though. That's a
Oh,
shaky. I don't like it. I don't. This is too stressful. I don't like it. I know that it seems like it just. I don't know. But what's your overall assessment?
my overall assessment is offensively, we definitely need to have a greater identity offensively. Like right now, it just seems like there is not one thing that we do consistently well on offense. On offense, I'm
That's the
seeing
weird thing because it was explosive earlier
I'm
in the season.
seeing yeah, I am seeing the offensive linemen always out of position, and I don't get it. I'm seeing their hands striking in the wrong part of the shoulder pads. I'm seeing them laid off the snaps. I think we hold the ball too long to get guys in a good aggressive like rhythm. And yeah, man, I think we try to play with so much team speed that we lose the physicality that's required when you got a team that's committed to match you man to man and be physical. Now, I will say this: kudos to Arizona, but those defensive backs held all game long, and the refs let them. So sometimes you're going to get that type of a game. The referees allowed those Arizona defensive backs to hold all game long. I wish that some of our DBs had that type of mentality if the refs are going to allow you to play that way. And so there's too much to try to unpack right now without me watching the film. I just watched the game, but that in my lifetime was one of the most difficult games to sit
It's beyond stressful. It was stressful. I thought we were gonna end it. I thought we ended it the first go round, and at the very end when we could have in regulation, man. I don't know if that was the read option. I don't know if he was supposed to get that to Lloyd or what that,
there.
but that was extremely shaky, man. What's your thoughts on that?
Like I said, like you can out scheme your own self offensively, man. Sometimes when you just have better ball players, you just got to use the ball players and let the athletes play football. Like it's so hard. It's so hard to actually speak on it because I have to watch the film. But from what I could see, we lost a lot of one-on-one battles tonight. A lot. The DBs we couldn't get separation off of their DBs from our receiving core standpoint. Like their secondary guys were tugging and they were always within a yard away from our receivers. And I think that Caleb had a little bit of indecisiveness with just letting the ball go, which I'm glad he did because I think had he been, really, really like cavalier with the ball, we would have had a lot of turnovers just because they had so many DBs out on the field, so many secondary guys. And we haven't played that style of defense yet. That's great for us to get that learning in and get that teach tape. I'm not going to be super optimistic right now. I'm not going to be super pessimistic right now. What I'm going to say is championship teams every single season have to go through multiple games like this in order to build their fortitude. I know that the fight that our athletes competed with, being down, 17 points or however much it
Yeah,
was,
it was seven. It was looking very
like,
very shaky, and they came
like
back.
let's actually speak on the truth behind the fact that we fought and we got back into that game,
No
and then
doubt.
we ended up winning the game. But I know that I played in at least 7 or 8 games like that in my career when I was at USC. So it's nothing new. And you know what? Oftentimes it was against the Arizona schools and the Oregon schools. They always managed to have that type of competitive prowess whenever we step on the same field together. Like it's wild, man. It's
Yeah,
wild.
yeah, Keith, man. Yeah, to your point. Yeah, you said we should not overlook. And I tried to tell you guys about this team. They took
That's right.
it was Arizona 31-24, and but look, man. I mean, they absolutely. This was at home. It wasn't supposed. I mean, they absolutely fought the whole time. They showed tenacity. Running backs, receivers, everybody, man, and they were extremely
Yeah.
they were extremely physical, man. And I don't know, man. At times, sometimes it seems like we take it for granted, and we don't. How do they out physical us? Sometimes I don't know, but they look like they were extremely physical, man. And at times they look like they were quicker to the ball, man. So that's the way I seen it. And I don't know. Next week is Notre Dame. Notre Dame lost. Everybody that didn't know, they lost against Louisville, but I don't think Notre Dame. I mean, honestly, I don't think Notre Dame is their quarterback. He just kind of sits back there a little bit more. But this quarterback was pretty decent, man. I got to give it to him. Out of survey.
I'm gonna tell you, man. I saw way too many. Why are we? I'm confused at why we play 6-7 yards off when it's 3rd and 2. I don't get it. Like I'm trying to fundamentally understand why our secondary, our corners specifically, play so far off in short yardage situations, even if it's a zone, even if it is a zone.
Thank you, Jeff.
They need 2 or 3 yards. We have to be a little bit more physical and competitive with wide receivers. We give every wide receiver a free release. And you know what? They run in crossing patterns and sitting into the soft spot of every zone. Zone defense is very easy to beat if you know what zone coverage they're in. It's very easy to beat. It's literally like playing 7-on-7. Now,
well, they played the same zone coverage they played last week against Washington.
And
I
it,
mean,
and
that's part of the reason why Penix didn't have no touchdowns last week.
I'm talking about us as a receiving core. I'm talking about, like, I'm sorry, us against their receiving core. Like, our DBs were playing way too soft and short.
Yeah, they were. They were playing way soft.
I mean, look how many 3rd downs we got them in, 3rd and short, 3rd and 5 and under, and we just gave up a simple stop route or a little out route. Like, press that man, get in his face, and make that quarterback have to hold that ball a half second longer. So big shout out to Prophet Brown. He
came in there. You know it was a little. He was actually in place at that one touchdown in the end zone. He was actually in place.
I hope Christian Roland Wallace is not hurt. He looked like he was hobbling on that play where
it looked like it was a ham. I seen him when he pulled up.
It looked like a hammy.
Yeah, he pulled up. I mean, from what I seen, it looked like he's actually he broke stride. Well, he stopped stride.
Right.
In the middle of
that route, and that's how the guy got so open. But Prophet came in, boom, he jumped in, next man up. So now we're basically down both of our true starting corners right now in Domani and Christian Roland Wallace. So Covey played pretty well today, based on
he had a nice little interception in the first half.
That was the most important play of the game. That was the most important play of the game, because without that, we don't develop the string of momentum to start to, catch back up before the halftime. And then Caleb commanding the offense the way that he did, maintaining great composure. Nobody better say crap about his body language this game. He was completely locked in, and you could see it. It was like 90 degrees down there on the field. It was hot. And so I'm still just confused. I'm a little more confused than I am concerned, because it looks like when we
I'm confused and concerned.
the concern stems from the level of concern that I have stems from the decision making in situations.
That's what I'm saying.
And so I just don't understand that part. But we won. That was a very game Arizona team, and nobody could say, "Oh, that Arizona team sucks." I don't care what.
They showed a lot of team speed. They got very, very good skilled athletes. Their defensive line is on point. I mean,
a lot of physicality, and again, with the referees allowing so much handsiness with the secondary, and they were grabbing all of our receivers. I challenge anybody to try to find that game and watch how many times our receivers' jerseys were getting yanked. So, hey man, we just got to learn how to play through that. We got to get that finesse stuff out of there. If another team is playing with that type of aggression,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
need to be able to match that and scheme that up.
yeah. Marcellus, thank you. A win is a win, but we as a team look flat. We look absolutely flat. And
Yeah.
so there's a lot of, let me get to some of these super chats because apparently there's a lot
Appreciate
of,
you, Marcellus. I agree with you, Marcellus. We did look flat.
yeah.
Like nobody looked like they had a second gear today. Nobody looked like they was poised to step up, right? You didn't hear Kalen Bullock until he made that awesome play, which was but that could have been a play of the game, actually. Shoot, that stopping him on that 2-point
Brian,
conversion.
thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
This game was very weird.
Yeah.
Caleb made a nice he had a nice little breakup though.
Bro,
nice little
Pac-12
breakup.
after dark is Pac-12 after dark is just made for that.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
A win is a win for the Trojans to get some rest and get ready for next week. Hey,
That's
totally
right.
agree. Totally agree.
Lavana, that's correct.
Need CRW. Yeah, we need them. We need them back. So look, man, this is an instant reaction, and we got some Oklahoma fans up in here tonight. Boomer Sooner.
Hey,
congratulations. You guys had a big time win. Hey, shout out. Hey, my man, I didn't get it, but yeah, we had a big time. Hey, shout out to you guys. You guys had a big time win. That was a big game against Texas. And look, man, we got to recover. We got to recover. We will recover. I hope this is a big learning experience. How in the world was this a trap game with us playing how we played? Like, hey, and look, hey, I agree. I agree with that statement. I feel like I don't know if we were just, I don't even know.
Look, our defense depends on offense to have rhythm. Our team goes as our defense goes. I mean, forgive me, as our offense goes. When our offense can create the type of productivity that we're accustomed to, then we play a lot more sound. The offense has, I'm sorry, man, they do not have permission to sputter. They just can't. We can't. We still don't have enough depth in defense for that to be the case. We are lacking depth in a lot of key positions. So particularly cornerback, safeties, and D linemen. So we got to make sure that the offense is doing what they got to do to give our guys an ability to like get into a game and figure out how these guys are blocking them. But for them to run a basic toss with two pulling guards, like that's Pop Warner football. It's a toss and a toss sweep. Thank God we finally stopped it at the end of the game, but they was getting like 9-12 yards of pop on that play.
Yeah, that was crazy. Keith, you said team lacks discipline, need to cut off all the distractions, players doing podcasts, posting with all their NIL bling NIL contracts. These guys need to play for each other. Man, it's we definitely living in a different time, man. It's I think at this point it needs to be a little bit more focused, man, and just I don't know how much time is being missed for all the different stuff that's taking place right now as far as that NIL stuff is concerned. I'm really not up on that, but I do know we got to be a little bit more focused. It just this is on both sides of the ball. It just seems like once again, when I came to you guys, I think a couple of weeks ago, I said that it was off. Some seems off again. It just seemed like it just did not click chemistry-wise. Chemistry just did not seem like it was just all the way there. And from that point of view,
You're right.
I don't know what the deal is.
Particularly to me with the offensive line.
That was big. I got it right here. Yeah.
For the second week in a row, and I will argue to say the third week in a row because it started at Arizona State, Colorado, and now here at home against Arizona. It seems like our offensive line is just out of sync, out of rhythm. Yeah. And it doesn't look like they got the aggression that we really require right now.
That's what's even stranger is how the offensive line. But here's another part of it. Like at the end of the game, I noticed that when we kind of have when they do the clap, Caleb does the clap or whatever.
Right.
Like those guys I don't know if they can hold the stance. I don't know if they can. I don't know what it is, but it just seems like that's part of it, as well as the holding, man. I don't know. This is Hall of Fame. Hey, look, go subscribe to this guy. This is an Oklahoma guy, and he says, I was saying, how do you not run the ball on first and second? Hey, I agree. Field goal block never happens. If so, the issue is Lincoln, but great win. Hey, look, hey, I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. I think some of that, we could put some of that on Grinch all we want, like a lot of people tend to do. But I think it's overall, it's a coaching that has to be, you the commander in chief. I think that you do have to, you got to control the clock. I mentioned this last week. You got to control the clock. Pastor, we need you to pray right now. ASAP. Pray. Lincoln is really not doing what head coach is supposed to do. How do you not look at the film from Washington? Yeah, it's a great question.
Nah, look, we look, man. I'm not about to discredit Arizona, and they played a heck of a football game tonight. They came into the Coliseum to do what they were supposed to do, and they did. They brought everything. They brought their lunch pills with them. I just have to say big ups to Arizona, man. I mean, there's no such thing.
They played a tough game.
There's no moral victories in football, but at the same time, like that was a very formidable team that really did their thing. If that's going to be the last time we play Arizona in the Coliseum for years and years and years or however long, like they really went out with a bang, man. They did their thing. We won. We found a way to win. Excuse me. I'm running out of breath because I'm fussing at the screen so much. Man, actually, this was the most introverted game, and I'm glad I didn't go to this home game. Some told me I wasn't supposed to be in the Coliseum tonight. I've been ready to fight, folks. I was supposed to stay home today. I'm glad I stayed home.
Yeah, this was
in the Coliseum doing this game. Man, I probably would have lost some friends. Boy, I'd have lost some friends.
Man, Anthony, man, hey, shout out to you and thank you. You said, did you notice our Russians didn't put their hands up and force that the quarterback to throw? I mean, some of them did, some of them didn't. And shout out to Jamil Muhammad. He got another sack again.
2.
And he got 2 sacks.
Yeah, 2. Yeah.
I know he had one.
Where the quarterback tried to scamper away, he got him from the backside.
That's right.
They gave him credit.
I got one of them on film, but
on that same drive, he had 2.
Yeah. So man, look, we just wanted to tap in and do an instant reaction real quick. We got 344 people in here. Shout out to everybody that's in here right now. Look, hey, we 6-0, and what can I say? I'm kind of wondering if this is going to be the way, if this is the way it's going to be all year long. I'm really wondering that. If we just have to just however we get a win is how we get a win. That's how I'm kind of thinking that this. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. But thank God for 6-0. We bowl eligible. We can say that we bowl eligible. So look, man. Let me get a couple of more of these real quick. We regress. I don't know what it is, man. Would you say we regress on offense as well as defense, or just defense? I know you highly critical of the defense, but hit me. Let me know about the offense if you think it's the same. And shout out to Brendan. His nephew is Dejan Lafitte. He plays defensive tackle at USC.
Yeah. True
freshman.
Yeah, I want to take a couple questions if we can. I know it's super late for you right now.
Yeah, I got. Yeah, I'm about to get out of here.
Yeah.
Let me see. It's so many. Hey, thank you very much, Slap Happy. Thank you very, very much.
Appreciate you.
Let's see. Let me see some of these questions. And if you see any questions, let me know that you want me. Miss Bird, how you doing? How you doing? Solomon Bird's mom. How in the world are you? Did you go to the game? Yeah, we both eligible. Hey, Allen, line not being coached, open holes for the running backs. They're thought to drop and protect the QBs, long throws. Someone tell Lincoln, hey, we have tight ends. I don't know, man. We didn't see. I don't even think we've seen any tight ends tonight. Did you see a tight end tonight?
Yeah, Lake was out there. He jumped off sides on one.
That's right. Well, I'm talking about from any targets. I don't
know, but none of our receivers got off either. Our quarterback didn't. Look, I'm telling you, listen to me. Not making excuses, because it was what it was. But our receivers were getting held all night. It wasn't even close, and they were getting passed from one. Like when they were playing man within zone, guys. So like they were in man, and then when it was a deep cross, they would pass it off to another man, and then they were just grabbing, and that is tricky. That is tricky. So
Yeah.
bottom line is, look, here's the truth. This was not our best game.
Yep.
This was not exactly what we were hoping for. If we all take time to take a little bit of inventory, we could say this was maybe a more predictable type of outcome. However, we still got a lot of faith, and the fact that we believe so much that we're supposed to be dominating these teams like this, that's letting us know that our culture is moving in the right direction.
Yeah.
Our athletes still got a long way to execute consistently throughout a season. Second, our coaches, I think, are gathering the proper amount of data to make certain that we can like scheme these victories a little bit better. I do like that we start to control the clock a little more. Once the game kind of got even, we definitely managed the clock better and protected our defense a little bit better. I believe that. And
Yeah.
so
No
some
doubt.
of those pass interference calls blessed us. However, I know that the refs were low-key tripping because they didn't call a lot of those calls that were supposed to be called throughout that game.
Yeah.
And they took Mike Jack's touchdown away because that was definitely a touchdown.
Yeah, that was a whole nother. You heard the announcers what they said. Jay, thank you very, very much. Thank you. Hall of Fame, hit that like button. Hey, man, I appreciate you, man. Definitely appreciate you. Actually went on his live today and congratulated them, man. They had a big
man. I was very proud of Oklahoma, bro.
Yeah. Hey, let me tell you something, Jay. And as I think I told you this. Me and you did a show together one time. But I ain't never had a problem with Oklahoma, man.
Yeah.
It was the Oklahoma fans that it's always love for me, man. Much respect to you, and I wish you guys the best. I really do. I think Oklahoma's a blue blood just like us, man. And if Oklahoma's good, we all good. Same with Miami, Florida State, all of them. Marshawn Lloyd doing too much.
There weren't that many holes, man. I'm trying to tell you. He was looking for the hole.
Austin Jones was taking the rock and getting physical with it. He did. Whoa.
Yeah, Austin Jones had a lot of good changeups. It was a good changeup to get Austin because he just hits it a little different. Marshawn, he surveys. Austin commits. I mean, Marshawn at this point in the season has more big play potential, but I think Austin can get us some tough short yardage when we need it because he sees the hole and commits. He just hits it.
Austin did come in there. He looked a little fresh, but Marshawn had one half-breed. USC defense ranked 98th before the game. Only 30 teams were worse. Hey, man. Hey, we got the W. And the thing about it, the defense won the game at the end. That's what's crazy.
Right.
Hey, J-Walk. Looked like Arizona was playing a 3-level zone.
It did.
Yeah, they were, and they had the 7. Man,
It did. I'm going to tell you, man, the refs allowed for a lot of holding in that secondary on offense on Arizona's side. Like, you could tell how out of sorts our receivers were. Like, that's because they were getting grabbed all game. Like, every couple of plays, you see them readjusting their jerseys, tucking their shoulder. Yeah. So it is what it is. Like, that's what it's going to be, especially when we go to other conferences. Look, tonight, for the most part, I thought we played very, very lukewarm. Thank God we got Caleb Williams. Thank God we got the playmakers to make the plays when we need them situationally. And we have a lot of learning to do. I just want to see our secondary guys, especially our corners, play with a lot more calmness and composure, but also recognize the circumstance. If it's 3rd and 2, there's no reason to be 6 yards off. And if coach is telling them that, it is a fundamental mistake.
That's a coaching issue because you've seen it done more than once.
You've seen it
on a regular basis. It's crazy.
I'm trying to understand.
It's done on a regular basis. We got it now. We got to hand that to the coaches, whoever's telling them to do that.
And then in that cover 2, man. I don't know if it was Mason Cobb's responsibility. I believe it was. but that's the one where the quarterback ran on that 3rd and long, like 3rd and 9 or something, or 3rd and 12, and he just took off like up the middle, just like Shador did. And it was Mason was the closest guy to him, and he just blasted off to the, flow of the play, and then left that big vacancy. Like, we have to make sure that we have a legitimate spy with quarterbacks, even non-mobile quarterbacks can run with 17 yards of separation.
Yeah.
So we have to improve one of those areas.
Yeah, I gotta get okay. I got a bunch of these. Let me get to these super chats before I get off of here real quick.
Appreciate you, Robert.
Robert, thank you. We refuse to commit to the running the ball with Lloyd. That would have opened up the passer game. Lincoln's Eagle to pass for TDs. When Penix couldn't almost bit us in the end. Yeah, I don't know why we don't. I don't know. Justin, thank you.
Can I tell you? Let me tell you. We had about 10 runs where they tackled us behind the line of scrimmage, guys. Like, we were attempting to run the ball. Our offensive linemen didn't seem to get any type of push or secure the lanes for the running back. That was way too many tackles behind the line of scrimmage tonight.
Yeah.
So their D-line reset the line of scrimmage a lot tonight. And Caleb was under pressure the entire game. There was very few times where he didn't have to, run around.
Yeah. Justin, refs missed a targeting on Flo. Yeah, that was a targeting. He did kind of stick his head sideways, man. And I don't even know what they were looking at with that, but I know they seen it. And let me get to this one. On the ref and the passer, yeah, he did kind of launch. I was wondering if they were gonna call that. Jay, top 10 Washington struggle. Yes, they did against them last week too. College football community isn't used to seeing these close games. Hey, it's a lot more parity, man. We talked about that with the transfer portal. Washington last week, 31-24 against Arizona, man. So it was definitely a tight game. Allen, where's Deuce Robinson? Hey, they couldn't even get the ball. He couldn't even pass right now. I mean, it couldn't even pass. So, I mean, we didn't really see a whole lot of anybody.
That's right, half-breed.
Yeah, half-breed. USC showed a lot of heart. Absolutely, we had to come back, man. It was a tough win, but look, I think we're going to improve, man, and hopefully we can just build upon this. I want to make sure I got all these before I get out of here because I gotta get up.
We showed the right level of endurance and the fighting spirit. Like, there was no quit. You didn't see nobody look discouraged. It was just like, okay, it's time to answer.
Nobody looked discouraged. It was just weird. Just like the different sequences that was taking place. It's like you couldn't put your hand on it. Like 1 minute you thought we were okay, everything was about to be on and popping, but then the next minute it's just like, wow, I can't believe this happened. But hey, the W's a W, man. Praise God for it, man. We'll come back and do a breakdown, man. And you guys know I just kind of come for about 30 minutes. Let me see if I got some more of these coming through. Gil, does it seem like we are regressing each and every game? It seems weird. I'll say that. You would think that different adjustments could have been made, but I don't get it. I don't understand it. I was somewhat say I agree with that. Offensively, it just doesn't look like the chemistry's there. I mean, for whatever reason. I can't put my hand on it.
To me, it seems like without Zachariah Branch out there as one of those outlet receivers that we can get into the quick game, it seems like we are missing one of our key components to this offensive game plan. It was either him or Raleek, and right now we don't have either. And so I think it's slightly limiting some of the types of flow that we can do with our passing game. Yeah. And our reverses and et cetera.
I'm not quite sure. I think he had an ankle, but I'm not quite sure exactly what's going on with him, man. But I want to make sure I have all these super chats, and then I think I got them.
Appreciate
I gotta get a super. But anyway, man, look, we just had an instant reaction, man. I hope everybody stays encouraged with this, man. Look, a W's a W. Hey, we got 313 people here. Everybody hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, man.
Yeah, hit that.
Hit that subscribe, hit that like button, hit that share button. And you guys already know, man, we come back for a breakdown, man. We just wanted to give a brief lessons learned for hey, absolutely, man. You can't even put this on the players at this point. It is coaching that has to be able to call the right calls, man. You can't get out coached by another coach. Look, I'll give it up to the Jeff, what's his name? The coach,
Jeff Fish.
Yeah,
Jeff Fish.
he
Yeah,
called a heck of a game.
he did.
I
I
gotta
love.
give it to him.
He
He called
really
a heck
did.
of a game.
Look, they put a lot of pressure on
Thank you,
USC.
Half-Breed.
Like here's how I perceive it. They put a lot of pressure on USC. They applied a lot of pressure from the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
I love that our athletes got an opportunity to feel that pressure, because the thing about it is, like, pressure is a privilege, guys. And when you feel pressed, that is a great opportunity to learn what you're made of. So the fact that we got pressed this entire game, all it does is continue to reinforce that you're built for it. That you got pressed. Like, the thing is like, if I had an orange, right, and I squeezed it, right, the only thing that's gonna come out of that orange is orange juice, right? Nothing there, lemon juice, pineapple juice, watermelon juice is not coming out of that orange, because that's what's inside of it is an orange juice.
Yeah.
So when you squeeze that orange, OJ comes out. Now, what I'm getting at is, what we can see is, once our athletes got squeezed, the only thing that's going to come out of them is either it's going to be fear, doubt, insecurity, uncertainty, disbelief, dysfunction, disorganization, lack of discipline. That's what comes out if that's what's inside of you. But what I saw was composure, I saw communication, and I saw character. And I saw our guys rise to the opportunity. And when we got squeezed,
they didn't give up. That's the
when
main
we
thing.
got squeezed,
We
we showed that we have championship spirit. That's what we needed. So again,
absolutely,
my quote of the day: pressure is a privilege, and we are privileged to get to go through that, because we believe that we can handle it, we can withstand it, and we can continue to fight on.
Absolutely, man. So look, and you guys already know I'm out of here. But look, you guys already know I'm rocking with this team, and no matter what, I don't care if they got one game. I'm rocking with them. So look, man, that's the bottom line. If they won one game, it's much love to them, man. I fully support this team. Hey, it's just frustrating. But at the end of the day, you got frustrated stuff, man. So look, until later on, listen, everybody stay blessed, man. We will come back. We'll do a little full breakdown, go through some numbers and stuff. Just wanted to give an instant reaction, man. So until later on, everybody stay blessed. Fight on, fight on, fight on.
Fight on, fam.